I will murder you. I will murder you. I will murder you. I will murder you. I will murder you.
These haunting words reverberate through the tragic tale of Ashley Banra, Antonetta Stevens, and Daniel Gonzalez, three individuals who sought a new beginning in Georgia. For a time, they succeeded in carving out fresh lives in Buford, a serene suburb approximately 40 miles, 65 kilometers, northeast of Atlanta, nestled among rolling hills and quiet neighborhoods. The move promised a chance to leave behind old struggles and start anew, and for a while, it seemed to work. However, beneath the surface, dormant passions and unresolved tensions simmered, eventually boiling over into a volatile love triangle that ended in a contentious, tragic, and ultimately fatal confrontation. Before diving into this harrowing account, we offer our deepest and most heartfelt condolences to the family of Ashley Bocanegra, the vibrant young woman whose life was cut short. Loved ones remember her as a radiant soul with a magnetic personality that illuminated any room she entered. Her effortless charm and warm demeanor made her the center of attention, a trait that defined her throughout her life. Ashley was born and raised in the bustling metropolis of New York City, where the cacophony of honking taxis and the glow of skyscrapers shaped her early years. Growing up in such a dynamic environment instilled in her a resilience and adaptability that would carry her forward. However, as life unfolded, she made the significant decision to relocate to Buford, Georgia, a stark contrast to her urban roots. By the summer of 2022, at the age of 30, Ashley was a devoted mother to a 7-year-old son, fathered by Daniel Gonzalez, who had also settled in Buford. The parallel moves of Ashley and Daniel were far from accidental. Their relationship had been a roller coaster of passion, marked by an on-again, off-again dynamic that spanned several years. This deep connection proved difficult to sever, even as both entered new commitments by 2022. Daniel was engaged to Antonetta Stevens, a woman he had known for 5 years and with whom he shared a vision of a stable future. Ashley, too, was engaged to another partner, yet their frequent interactions persisted. Ashley supervised Daniel on the night shift at Floor & Decor, a large home improvement retailer where their professional roles intertwined with personal history. Allegations suggest they engaged in secret, intimate encounters during the quiet hours when the store was empty, a risky behavior that would later fuel the conflict. The situation took a dramatic turn in early August 2022 when Daniel, perhaps seeking to unburden himself, confided in his 17-year-old sister, Janine, about his affair with Ashley. This choice was unusual given Janine's close friendship with Antonetta, whom she regarded as more of a sister than her own brother. The two women shared a bond forged through years of shared experiences, making Janine's loyalty to Antonetta unwavering. Initially, Janine promised to keep the secret, but the gravity of the revelation weighed heavily on her young shoulders. Unable to bear the burden, she broke down and disclosed the affair to Antonetta almost immediately. The following day, the tension erupted into the open when Janine and Antonetta spotted Daniel and Ashley walking together at a quick-trip convenience store near their apartment. For Antonetta, this was the confirmation of a suspicion that had been gnawing at her for weeks. She had moved to Georgia with Daniel under the belief that they were leaving their tumultuous pasts behind to marry, raise their blended family, and build a life of stability. The realization that Daniel was entangled with his ex-lover, his boss, and the mother of his son shattered her dreams and left her reeling with a mix of hurt, confusion, and burning anger. The situation reached a critical juncture on Thursday, August 11, 2022. Shortly after 12 o'clock noon, Ashley arrived at the Preston Hills at Mill Creek apartment complex in Buford, a modest residential area where Daniel, Antonetta, and Janine resided. Daniel later claimed he was asleep and unaware of her visit, a statement that would be scrutinized later. However, Antonetta and Janine were clearly expecting her, stepping outside to confront her in the parking lot as soon as she arrived. The air was thick with tension the moment their eyes met. Ashley and Antonetta began circling each other menacingly, their body language a clear prelude to a physical clash. Janine, ever the observer, pulled out her cell phone and began recording the unfolding drama, capturing every tense moment. It was evident that a fight was imminent. Antonetta, physically larger and stronger than Ashley, acted decisively. She grabbed Ashley by the hair, yanked her to the ground with forceful intent, and shouted,
I will murder you. I will murder you. I will murder you. I will murder you. I will murder you.
The impact reverberated through the quiet parking lot. Antonetta pinned her down, asserting dominance, and snatched Ashley's phone from her hand, passing it to Janine before resuming the assault. Ashley's pleas for release were desperate, her voice a mix of fear and pain as she begged Antonetta to let her up. Despite her severe injuries, Ashley summoned the strength to stagger to her feet and make her way back to the apartment, determined to retrieve her phone. Antonetta returned it to her, and by then, the commotion had roused Daniel from sleep. He emerged to find Ashley, Antonetta, and Janine in a heated exchange. Recognizing the signs of a fight, he noted that Ashley's injuries didn't appear life-threatening at first. Police arrived shortly after the 911 call and spoke with Daniel, who directed them to Antonetta. She explained that Ashley,
she's been sleeping with my fiance. She works over there. She's his manager, and she keeps on forcing him to have sex with her after he'd been cut it off, or she's gonna fire him. And we ended up fighting right there because she approached my home.
Daniel's manager, had forced him into a relationship at work despite his attempts to end it, prompting the parking lot fight. When officers contacted Ashley at the hospital, she denied knowing Antonetta or Janine and refuted any affair. She seemed stable during the call, but her health declined sharply.
See them walking together, and you're a woman, you know our intuition. I know that's the girl. I seen her, we argued yesterday, he broke it up, it was fine. This morning now, she's calling, text him, saying that she's gonna be coming here. I waited for her.
Leading doctors to arrange a transfer to a hospital with more advanced surgical capabilities. Tragically, she passed away before the potentially life-saving procedure could be performed. With a possible murder on their hands, Gwinnett County detectives returned to Daniel, Antonetta, and Janine's apartment that night. Daniel was not present, but Antonetta and Janine were. When Detective Carter informed them of Ashley's death, neither showed significant emotion, a reaction that would later be analyzed in court.
Got another call about it. So I guess the girl went to the hospital and she died.
She died?
She's dead. So, but we know that there was like an altercation that happened beforehand.
And that was mutual, and she came here.
Yeah, we understand that.
Yeah.
So, but because of it,
I wasn't going to kill anybody.
Yeah,
I'm not that person.
I get it.
Yeah.
But because of that, we have to kind of talk to you guys and get a more formal statement.
Sure. Okay. Wow. I'm so sorry.
Antonetta expressed regret, stating she never intended to kill anyone and blaming Ashley for coming to her home. She mentioned struggling with depression and bipolar disorder, framing the move to Georgia as a fresh start ruined by Daniel's infidelity with a coworker. The detectives asked both women to come to the police station for formal statements.
Cheat on me with someone at the workplace, you know what I'm saying?
So we would like to get like a formal statement, so we're going to ask that you come up to our headquarters and talk to us.
It's just right up the
At the station, Antonetta remained somber, reiterating that she didn't seek trouble and felt remorseful, but she consistently pointed to Ashley's visit as the catalyst. Overwhelmed by the emotional toll, she eventually requested an attorney and refused to say more. Janine, in a separate interrogation room, was surprisingly talkative and upbeat. She described the strained relationship between Antonetta and Daniel, exacerbated by a recent family wedding trip to Florida where tensions with in-laws had boiled over. She admitted telling Antonetta about the affair after seeing Daniel and Ashley together, leading to the confrontation.
I will say that, I don't go out looking to harm anybody. That's not my intention. I do feel, very remorseful about anything that has happened with that young lady. I'll also say that, it wasn't my intention to even get into an altercation with her today. She came over to my place of residence looking for my fiance. We argued, I was hit, we fought. I feel really bad, but, I don't know. I'm just, this is just too much.
Okay. You okay?
No, I'm not. I'm just, I have kids. I don't know how to feel, man.
Janine claimed Ashley came because Antonetta was evicting Daniel and they took her phone to inform her fiancé, though they reconsidered. She acknowledged joining the fight beyond filming, but downplayed her role, insisting it was minor.
Told her what happened. He explained what she did or whatever. She was like, oh, really? And she's upset, whatever. I was like, don't tell him that I told you, because he's going to be mad at me.
Right.
Detectives challenged Janine's story when inconsistencies emerged, revealing they used Daniel's phone to lure Ashley to the complex. She laughed off a robbery charge, admitting they returned the phone, but was shocked by a murder charge.
And Antonetta saw the messages, so she decides, like, yeah, now she's about to come see you. Now I'm about to beat her up, because you just saved me from her the other day. No, you know that's how it was. So she's coming. So Antonetta and me, we go, and she comes to the house. You know, big fight. It's a big fight. So after the fight, we took her phone. We were gonna call her husband to let her know that, you know, to throw some out.
She insisted she only pulled hair, not killed.
Please look at my dude.
Yeah, you look at the flag. Yeah, you got some shoulders on you.
Why would you do that? You don't know if I just care about these shoulders.
She initially claimed that Ashley was texting Antonetta that morning. However, the detectives knew that she and Antonetta took Daniel's phone while he was sleeping and used it to lure Ashley to the apartment complex.
How did you guys find the messages again?
His phone.
Okay, did you find it or did she find it?
She found it.
Antoinette?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How did she, like, where were you at? Did you come, how did that happen?
She came to me, we were reading messages. And we were like, yeah, that's the girl that we just saw. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you guys text her?
Mm-mm. What do you mean?
Did you guys send messages to her?
No, we don't got her number.
No, I mean from his phone.
Oh, from his phone?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think so, no.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Yeah.
Because you messed up your story a little bit. I already read the messages. You messed up a little bit.
What was the messages?
He wasn't getting kicked out.
Yes, he was.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. What the hell?
At the end of the interview, Janine seemed mildly amused when detectives told her that she was being charged with robbery. She laughed and admitted that they took Ashley's phone, but she reminded them that they gave it back later. After this short exchange, they told Janine that she was also going to be charged with murder.
I told you she wasn't leaving unless we gave her back her phone. We just did it so we could call her husband, but we changed our mind.
Okay.
He had a phone today. She got her phone back.
She said it was okay for you to take it?
No.
Okay, yeah, that's a robbery. Other charge is murder.
Murder?
Yep. You're being charged with murder.
Me?
Yep.
That's
Both were arrested, charged with robbery, aggravated battery, and felony murder, and held without bond at Gwinnett County Jail. Daniel had unexplained injuries on his back and shoulders, possibly from Antonetta, and cooperated by providing his phone for investigation. At trial, Janine's defense argued her minor role as a 17-year-old bystander, suggesting involuntary manslaughter, but footage showed her kicking Ashley, undermining this. The autopsy confirmed homicide from an adrenal gland rupture. Antonetta's defense failed as evidence showed she lured Ashley. Both were convicted and sentenced to 20 years.
The fight.
The only thing she said is, why would you do this to me? And I told her, like, we're not, like, the love interest is gone, everything. Like, I told her this yesterday when she saw me walking with the girl.
Oh, okay.
And I stopped her. I was like, you're not gonna fight her because of what we're going through. It's not her fault, you know.
Did she message Ashley from your phone?
She did, and I'm pretty sure
pretending to be you?
Yes.
So
honestly, I'm not gonna make a show. I'm not gonna go and yell. I'm not gonna go call her. I just want to know.
Well, yeah, we got a call from the hospital a little while ago, and she actually passed away from.
Bro, stop playing with me, please.
Seriously.
Please stop playing with me.
Sure.
Please stop playing with me.
Sit down.
Please
Sit down.
stop
Sit down.
playing
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Please stop playing with me.
Shh, breathe.
Ashley's family raised nearly $6,000 via GoFundMe for her return to New York and funeral. A cousin described her as beautiful inside and out, suggesting jealousy drove the attack, and expressed relief at police intervention.
Me angry with those girls. They lucky the cops got them. She was beautiful inside out, so I could see why they was jealous. And jealousy is an ugly trait to have.
The case left a lasting impact on Buford, a town unaccustomed to such violence. Ashley's memory lives on through her son and the love of her family, while the legal consequences serve as a stark reminder of the dangers of unresolved emotions. As the community heals, the story continues to resonate, a cautionary tale of passion turned deadly.